Welcome to CSC Movie Recaps. Today we will cover an episode from the Thai drama Girl from Nowhere called The Ugly Truth. A teacher threatened a female student to sleep with him, and if not, he would post a video of them sleeping together online. Will the girl follow this threat? Let us find out. In the opening scene, a teacher is giving a presentation on meditation videos for students and gets praise from the principal and other teachers. One female teacher suggests that she wants the school to educate students more about the use of condoms for safe sex. Every teacher showed dissatisfaction with this teacher's idea, thinking that it is like encouraging all students to have sex. The female teacher, on the other hand, claims that this is to prevent sexually transmitted diseases or unplanned pregnancies. However, none of the other teachers agree with this plan. Following this, a mysterious girl with a mysterious face is admitted to this school. Nanno is her name. She was also forced to sit next to a female student named Mai by the teacher. Suddenly, a cheerful teacher named Win entered her class and announced that he was looking for a volunteer student to participate in a yoga video for meditation in order to help the school. After a female student, Nanno, who had just started school, volunteered. As that teacher's visage appeared, a female student named Mai displayed signs of fear. Even though they have only just started filming, the teacher and Nanno's actions look out of the ordinary despite the fact that they are acting. After the filming is finished, Mr. Win goes back to his house, demonstrating that he has a great family and that his daughter thinks highly of him. After class the next day, Nanno informed her partner that there would be no video shooting today. Mai seemed to have something to say to Nanno, but she wasn't brave enough to say it. Nanno then went into the camera room with only two of them, explaining that the other student was unable to attend due to illness. The two of them then began filming an activity that appeared as sweet and intimate as a couple. The teacher quickly took advantage of the opportunity to hug and kiss her, but Nanno appeared pleased with the action but also asked him if he really wanted to do this with her. He replied that he was fine and confident. They then slept together while the camera was recording. Mai approached the teacher, her face mysterious. Mai talks to her teacher about her pregnant friend, who is also a student. She should either abort the child or discontinue her studies to give birth and then resume her studies. However, both the child's father and her friend are opposed to having this child. "Is that your story?" the teacher inquired of Mai. Mai became terrified and bolted. Then she encountered Nanno, who was still listening. Nanno stated, "I know where you can have an abortion. Do you want to accompany me? I'll help you." Mr. Win arrived the next day to inform Nanno and another volunteer who had volunteered to shoot the video that their recording was complete, but he asked Nanno to shoot some scenes alone. Nanno entered the room with the teacher and played a video of them kissing and hugging. Then he continued to hug and kiss Nanno's body, and she asked, "Was it right or not, teacher, to do this when you already had a family? Are you not afraid that bad things will happen to you as a result of your actions?" "Nothing bad happened to me, but the worst thing was when I posted this video publicly," Win replied proudly. "You are the one who should be concerned. You should understand." Nanno didn't dare to say anything else and agreed to let the teacher carry on with his actions against her. When Win returned home, his wife handed him the phone, which he had forgotten about and had been discovered by a student named Nanno. Mr. Win's wife invited her to dinner as well. Mr. Win became uneasy as a result. During the meal, Mr. Win's daughter mentioned how much Nanno helped her with her schoolwork. When Win's wife heard this, she asked Nanno to come and tutor her child whenever she was available. Mr. Win tried to refuse the request, but Nanno replied happily that she would. After that, Nanno also sent the audio of her conversation with Win in the room regarding the video, so Win began to feel restless and fearful. Mr. Win came to Nanno angrily the next day, but he didn't see her in class, so he called her. He threatens her to stay away from his family if she does not want to get into trouble. She agreed, but with a terrified expression. Win also scheduled a meeting with her at the same location today. Indeed, Nanno is now taking Mai, who is pregnant with Win, to have an abortion, and she has forbidden Nanno from flirting with Win. Nanno responded, "Don't worry about me, what matters is that you want to have an abortion. It is entirely up to you whether or not to have it." Nanno then arrived at Mr. Win's house and witnessed the hug and kiss between Win's daughter and her boyfriend. Nanno had planned to take them to another location to study in a room, but Win called, and she borrowed his daughter's phone. Then she told them she was going out and about. As a result, she left the two of them in the same room. Mr. Win, on the other hand, is furious because she does not respect time. He also called again, this time threatening to post the video. "Wait a minute, I'll be there," she said. She then took a look at her phone. After a while, Nanno requested that Mr. Win open the gate for her. He came down to open it, but the school fence was not shut. He returned to his room as soon as he realized the truth. However, he found that Nanno had entered the room while he was gone. She also mentioned that she wanted to see more videos on the teacher's computer. Because there was a password, Win replied that it was not possible. Nanno also brought a video of his daughter hugging and kissing her boyfriend for Win to watch. He was terrified and dialed his daughter's number, but her daughter's phone was in Nanno's grasp. Mr. Win threatened to open the door for her, but she explained that if something happened to her, he might not be able to find his daughter. She told Win to kneel, salute her, and give her the password before she told him where his daughter was. She then let out a horrible laugh at this teacher. Mr. Win then dashed over to his daughter. Nanno, on the other hand, discovered a number of pornographic videos depicting the rape of several female students. She then remembered the video and sent it to Mr. Win's daughter's boyfriend's phone. Mr. Win's daughter found it difficult to accept that her father, whom she thought was a good father, would do such things to so many students after witnessing all of those horrible things. Suddenly, her father barged in and punched her boyfriend, while Nanno also texted the police school locations and videos of abusive students. Mr. Win yelled at his daughter for doing such a heinous thing. "If I'm horrible, how about you?" she replied. She threw the phone to her father and fled. Her father saw all of the videos and chased after her, but she didn't seem to want to talk to him because she was disgusted by her father's actions. He then slapped her, so she ran away from there and died in a car crash. This is the result of Win's dark actions and deeds. Mai, on the other hand, decided to have her child and suspend her studies. In the morning, the police and the media arrived at Nanno's school. Everyone was so shocked by all the videos. What is even worse is that the principal abused the female students too. Win, who was sitting in the car, found Nanno and wanted to come out and kill her, but she disappeared. This story shows us that if we do something to someone, we must think that if it happens to our family members, can we accept it?